Hello everyone, it's Deb again. So I am back out here in the Suboverland and I'm just going to do a quick update and get you guys up to speed on what's been going on over the winter. Not much because I'm in Indiana. I actually didn't get hardly anything done. But I did get my refrigerator out here. I had to try to figure out how to strap it down. At first I was thinking I was going to have to put like pieces of plywood because I have some scraps, so I thought maybe I would have to make a border and just use angle brackets and attach the plywood around it. But then I was talking to my ex and I'm like, do you think I could just strap it to the driver's seat? He's like, yeah, definitely. And so he went and he bought me a 4-pack of these ratchet straps. And I've never had a lot of love for ratchet straps, but these are the newer kind, newer than I ever saw, because you know it's been quite a while since I've worked with these straps, and these are very easy to use. So even though I can't really open it right now, and the Velcro is going to be loud, if you look, I can't really get into it very well right now, but when I'm sitting stationary I can just loosen the strap and it will come out, and I can move it, you know, and so I can pull it out a little bit, and then when I go to leave and drive again I can just tighten it back up and it's not going anywhere, like nowhere that I'm worried about. And so I've just got it wrapped around the driver's seat and I cannot feel the strap back there, and actually it's strapped right where my car seat cover is, so you can't see it because right here, this cover, they put a strap right in the back and they put like a piece of PVC pipe and you're supposed to pull it through your seat. I can't show you, but there's a little PVC pipe there and you just pull that through and that's what anchors the car seat cover. And so I just took that strap, the ratchet strap, and put it right down there. I can't feel it or anything, and it's good to go there. So that was one thing that I was kind of worried about. I didn't know how I was going to anchor it, and that turned out fine. And then up here I'm going to be putting like a plastic box that will hold all of my supplements, because my initial thought was to build a drawer platform underneath this, and because this seat is in the way, that wasn't going to work. So now I'm just going to have to get one of those cargo net bungee things to hold it down, because I've got some rings here that I can hook to. I can also hook to this, and there's another ring. You can't really see it, but there's another ring just like this back there, so that I have 4 of these rings, and so I can just bungee down that that plastic box, and you know, when I'm not moving, I won't have it bungeed down or anything, but that's where it will sit and it will live there. The floor, I had him get me a piece. This was 24 by 24 of 1/4-inch plywood, and I put that down here because I was trying to keep the thickness down, because this is where I have to step up into. But sometimes when I stand on this area right here, I hear it creaking and cracking, and I feel like maybe that 1/4 inch was a mistake, but it would be a pain in the butt to rip that out and put a 1/2-inch plywood in there. So what I'm gonna have him do is just buy me another piece just like this, and we'll cut it out just like this one, and then I'm just gonna glue it on top of this one and just stack it, so it's gonna be kind of like a 1/2-inch piece of plywood in that way, and that'll be a little bit stronger. And right here, when we put the refrigerator in, this is that really thin birch wood that I just put up all along for a facing, and right here it cracked because it's so thin. You see that crack there? And so I put wood glue in there and I clamped it down and held it there for a couple days. So it's okay now, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna have him get an extra 1/4 inch piece of this plywood and then just rip these off and replace them with the 1/4 inch, because this is, I don't know, I don't like how flimsy that is. So I think I'm gonna kind of redo this area and bring it up in structural integrity there. And then, sorry if the camera's not focusing, this is the Velcro that I sewed in. I actually got this window done last fall, and so these 2 windows I got done last year, and then I had to stop before when winter came. But I had to switch from regular thread to a nylon thread, and I tell you what, this stuff is the bomb. It does not break. I have not one strand of this has broken. It's Coates and Clark, and it's upholstery, and it's nylon, and this stuff is great. This is working perfectly. And then over here I got started on this window, so I just got the Velcro tucked up in there, and I got about halfway. Here's my thread, and I found these needles. These are leather working needles, and these things are tough as nails. And I had to, you know, you can't just buy one on Amazon, so I had to actually buy I think it was 12 or 24, and I don't need them. I don't need them. This is the first one that I started with, and it has not broken, and it's just working like a champ. So the leather upholstery needle with this nylon upholstery thread, that's definitely the best way to go. And actually, you can probably tell now, look at that. It's all wavy and bumpy and everything. This is the window I started with, and I was using those old needles and the cotton polyester thread, and I don't think that looks good. I'm not happy with it at all, especially when you compare it to this one, which was done with all nylon thread, and it looks way better over here, and it looks better over here too. I'm sorry, you might not be able to tell, but the stitching is, you know, it's not perfect because I'm working in a really awkward area, but it's definitely a lot better now that I've got the right equipment. So that's what I'm working on now. I literally can only get a half of a window done in one day because I grew weak over the winter and my upper body strength is not really all there with me, and so just to be reaching up and over my head and doing that, it's taken forever. So yeah, about a half a window per day. That's all I'm getting there. And then I don't know if I showed you this, but this is my little thimble. It's a skin, you know, they call it skin something, but it's just a little leather pouch, and it's got a little metal plate in there, and that's what I use to push the needle through the headliner and through the Velcro, and it works pretty well. This is a copper pipe that we had in the house laying around, and I thought I might be able to use that for a curtain rod because I'm putting a curtain up across the back here, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to work out. So this window, or this curtain partition that's going to be back here, is really giving me a headache because everything's so asymmetrical and everything. Like this pillar is twice as big as that pillar, and I was just trying to go straight across over there, but it's giving me problems. And also, if I put a curtain rod up here, it's going to be hard for me to get my pop-up tent up into that area. See, there is room up there. I can put my pop-up tent up there, but when I brought it out here and did a dry fit, it just barely fits. So if I have a curtain rod up there, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to get that in and out. So that's something that I really need to figure out very soon. Sorry, I'm out of breath. And it's actually supposed to be raining right now. I'm surprised it's not. Okay, and down here I got the boxes built for these 2 shelves. Those are all done. The only thing I have to do is to mount the straps for the handles, and I couldn't do that until I did this part. And this is where I took those 48-inch strap buckles and I cut them down, and this is how I had to attach them. Those are just black screws right there, and I just went in to the face of this. That's that one, and that's actually hidden by the drawer. You can't see that, but over here you can see the screws, but that's okay. I got the nicest looking screws I could find that would do the job, and so I just attached those, and what was left over is going to be the straps for my boxes so that I can pull them out and handle them. So I've got these 2, and then I mounted 2 more in the back, one for the Montech power station and the other one over here on this side for those glass jars that are going to be riding back there. And so I've got 4 of these set up already. So now I just have to put that excess web strapping, I just have to mount that onto my boxes, and this area will be done. Well, I have to put the UHMW tape on the bottom of the boxes too, so that it's not scuffing up the wood or anything. So I think that's it for the update. I do have a rug that I just bought, and it will sit here and it will go up over that hump and come out about that far. So that area right there will have a little rug, so it'll be nice and cushiony for me. And yeah, I think that's it. I've just got to finish this. It's just taking hours and hours of work right now. And once I get that finished, I can take the matching Velcro and sew it into my curtains. And that's going to be a pain in the butt too, but I'll get it done. And then once I get that Velcro sewn onto the top, I can come in and sew these magnets in to the side of the curtains. Hopefully it'll work out well, because this is all curved and everything. Nothing is square, and so it's becoming increasingly difficult when I'm working with this fabric to get anything to work easily in my favor. So it'll be okay though, hopefully. Alright guys, I hope you're doing well. Oh, here comes the rain. It's supposed to rain all day, and it just now starting, so I guess we're lucky. Alright, talk to you in another one. Bye.